Welcome to the WRAL Daily Download. I'm Grace Holland. Happy Independence Day. There are a lot of celebrations going on in our part of the state tonight. WRAL lifestyle editor Kathy Hanrahan joins me by phone to talk about those. Kathy, happy 4th.
Happy 4th. It's great. It's always a fun day for families and a great day to get out and about.
Yes, definitely. And so let's start with Raleigh. Where are some of the fireworks shows that are going on here?
Okay, so the big fireworks display is happening over at Dix Park tonight. It starts at about 9:30. That's when you're going to expect to see the fireworks, but the gates open at 6 p.m. So you want to get there early. They're going to have so much food trucks, music, a big family activity zone, and music. And the big thing to know is there's no parking at Dix Park.
Okay.
You're going to have to park over at NC State's Centennial Campus and downtown Raleigh parking decks. They're going to have shuttles going from Moore Square to Dix Park, so you can do the shuttle.
Okay, yeah, and that's definitely good to know because I'm sure those spots will fill up quick and have to deal with traffic and all that.
Oh, yeah.
So what are some other events that are going on here in the state capitol that maybe don't have fireworks but are still fun events to celebrate America's birthday with?
So much stuff going on. Okay, so you got the state capitol. There's a big celebration there at 11:30 a.m. to noon. A big Raleigh concert band's going to be out there. And it's going to be fun. It starts at 11:30. The band's going to play until noon, but then there's a whole bunch of stuff happening after that. There's always a naturalization ceremony for new citizens. Then they're going to have a reading from the Declaration of Independence, a wreath-laying at the George Washington Monument, and then they're going to have a big ceremony on the grounds starting at noon. That's the Capitol. Then you've got Briar Creek Commons. They're doing their big celebration, and that's pretty exciting. And then you've got more stuff happening. Joel Lane Museum, they've got an open house happening there. They're going to have people with live music. You can go through. It's going to be an open house, so you can walk through. They're going to have the tour guides there in each room. They're going to have lemonade and ice cream available, and that's from 11 a.m. until 3 p.m., and it's free.
That sounds great. I mean, lemonade and ice cream, what's more American and summer than that? And then that naturalization ceremony, I've covered a few of those before. And those are always just so cool to be at on Independence Day, I feel like.
They are. I mean, they're great events to go to. And it's just something good to bring your family to. Just get out and try something different. You got the fireworks you can check out, but there's a whole bunch of other things.
So what other celebrations are going on in the Bull City?
The Bull City has got a lot. Now, they always do. They've always got excitement going on there. But the 4th of July is definitely no different. You got a variety of things. Okay, so you've got the Children's Independence Day Parade at Durham Central Park. That's a really big one. It's all about non-motorized vehicles. So the parade lineup starts at about 9:30, and then they parade at about 10:30. But it's all bikes, tricycles, wagons, strollers. If it's not motorized, you can ride it in the parade. And they're going to have decorations. And then they're going to be a big free popsicles, and there's going to be a fire truck, all kinds of cool stuff. That's going down at Durham Central Park. Then you've got the big celebration at the Bulls. The Bulls always do it right with the fireworks. So you've got their big celebration. First pitch is at 6:35. And usually about the seventh inning, end of the seventh inning, if you haven't bought a ticket to the game, you can still go in and watch the fireworks. But viewing is going to be limited outside the ballpark. So it's best if you want to get a seat and be able to see the fireworks to get a ticket to the game. But they always do the fireworks amazing. And also, Eno Fest. That's happening. That used to be the festival for the Eno. This is at West Point on the Eno over in Durham. So it's near the water. It's really nice. It's happening on July 4th and the 6th. So if you don't get there today, you still have a chance over the weekend. It's beautiful out there. You do have to get a ticket, but there's live music, a craft show, food, and you can go and just enjoy being on the water too. You can bring like a little kayak or a boat. It's just beautiful out there.
Yeah, that sounds like quite a variety of events. Let's take a quick break right there and we'll talk about some other city celebrations when we come back. Okay, Kathy, before the break, we were kind of getting into Raleigh and Durham's events. Which other cities are having celebrations in our area?
That's so much. You've got the big celebration happening over at Booth Amphitheater in Cary. They do a huge July 4th thing with the North Carolina Symphony. That's always a lot of fun. And they do the fireworks kind of over the lake. And that all the stuff starts there at about 3:30 p.m. And it's general admission seating on the lawn is free. You don't need a ticket, but it's going to be really fun. So that's always a good one. You got Apex. Apex brings it. When they love 4th of July, they know what they're doing. They do a whole big fireworks frenzy, 5 to 10 p.m. at Hunter Street Park. You're going to have fireworks, music, food trucks, inflatables. And then during the day, earlier, you've got the old-fashioned 4th of July happening in downtown. They've got the Parade of Wheels, which is like their bike parade, and a big splashdown from the Apex Fire Department with the fire hoses and all the water and stuff. So it would be so much fun. So that's Apex. Then you got Nightdale. Nightdale's celebrating this year for the first time without fireworks. So they're doing theirs 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Nightdale Station. That's a fun one, too, because you're going to have the splash pad open. Plus, you've got water slides, a bike parade, live music, food trucks, a whole thing. And it's going to be great for families who want to go earlier and kind of just enjoy things during the day as opposed to going out later at night. Wake Forest, same thing. Wake Forest is doing their big parade, too. They do their fireworks on the 3rd, and then on the 4th, they do a big children's parade. At about, about 10:30 it starts in downtown, and it's always just a giant event. And they have a big community art market happening from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So it's always just a lot. And if you don't have time to fit everything in today, what I love is that Holly Springs says, hold on, we'll just move ours to the 5th. And they always do theirs on July 5th. And so you can always go to Holly Springs and enjoy another day of celebration. They do a whole big thing happening in their Sug Farm Park area, and they do live music, food trucks, games, and then they end with fireworks around 9:15.
All right. Yeah, it sounds like a lot of variety there. Like you said, Wake Forest did their fireworks on the 3rd, but if you miss that, you still get the children's parade. And then, again, Holly Springs with that on the 5th celebration, really just making it where whatever works for you, there's something you can do this weekend to celebrate.
Absolutely. That's what I love. I love that every day or night you can figure out something you can do with your family.
So for people who are going to be staying home or maybe just not going out, maybe they're out of town, but they're not going to a big celebration, what are things that they can do to make sure they're celebrating safely?
Well, definitely let's focus on pets first. If you have a pet, pets can get they can become afraid. The fireworks can be a lot for them. So be aware of your pets. Make sure they are in, safe locations. Make sure, because it can be very traumatic with that going on. So be aware of that. So keep an eye on your pets. Also fireworks. There's a lot of fireworks safety stuff out there. You want to make sure if you are going to do fireworks, making sure you're getting the legal fireworks, you're not getting anything that's kind of crazy and professional. While it's always best to leave it up to the professionals, make sure, one of the best tips I saw was to keep a bucket nearby if you do fireworks so that you can fully extinguish the fireworks.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I thought that was a really, really good tip. And to soak unused and even used fireworks after you use them. Just soak them for a few hours before you throw them away to make sure that they're officially, not sparking or anything. And to just make sure that you're using protective eyewear, not holding fireworks in your hands, don't light them indoors. Making sure that you are not pointing them at anyone. Those are also important things because you want to make sure, even if it's not intentional, things could happen. So fireworks definitely always a thing with safety. So that's one of the things we have. I know more information on our site about that.
Yes.
So making sure that you're being safe while you're celebrating. But you can always go to one of these big celebrations where they're doing the fireworks for you, and then you don't have to worry about it.
Right. And, I would also say, if you are going to be out at these events, it's supposed to be very hot tomorrow. So make sure you're staying hydrated and finding ways to stay cool, I think would also be important. And, of course, our team of meteorologists here at WRAL can help you with what you need to know about the weather tomorrow as you're going about all your celebrations and plans.
Yeah, as you're going through between today, tomorrow, and even into the weekend, there are a lot of opportunities to get out but yeah, definitely bring your reusable water bottles. Take advantage of these splash pads and these splash downs that we got going, because they'll help cool you off a little bit. Because
Yeah.
you definitely don't want to be out there and get overheated.
Definitely. All right. Well, thank you so much, Kathy. And thank you for listening to the WRAL Daily Download. Hope everyone has a great Independence Day and has a fun time out there. Another great way to get WRAL news is the Morning Briefing newsletter. It's a daily email that's waiting in your inbox every morning with local news, events, and headlines to get you ready for the day. Sign up at WRAL.com/newsletter.